Hi, it's Supermoon Tarot here, doing a mid-month October tarot love reading for Gemini. Hello, Geminis. This is for entertainment purposes only. If the messages I have to share today resonate with you, awesome. If not, let it fly. I'll see you in the next one. Either way, feel free to take and pick up my good vibes I'm sending your way. Oh my god, I sound like a game show host. Okay, Gemini, let's look at the energies surrounding you right now. Oh my god, that is some good energy. Sun upright. Heck yeah. Judgment upright. Interesting. Six of Pentacles. Okay, we got someone from the past coming in. This is really interesting. So if you're currently in a relationship, this is about second chances with the person you're with. This is, actually, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so let's first talk about you. You're killing it, sweetie, whatever the Kris Jenner meme is. You're just in the best place possible. You've really taken time to taking care of yourself. You'll have this really great positive outlook. Like, this is truly a time where you finally feel unstuck. And I do clarify feeling unstuck because I can tell on the Judgment card, you've kind of been going through some stuff recently, feeling off. There is a sense of reinventing yourself, feeling totally whole. And I think a big thing that I love about this card in relationship to the Sun card is you've found a sense of feeling like your best self because you finally are aware of your patterns and your habits and being aware of how much they revolve around focusing on what you want to be. There's like, you've kind of are aware of both that simultaneous energy of like, what do you need to be doing on the day-to-day to be the person you want to be, but also not focusing on it to such an extent that you're beating yourself up when you're not there. So it's this beautiful yin and yang thing kind of going on. So just great energy going around you. Well, usually, as I always say, good energy tends to attract people back to us or to us. And so if you're in a couple type of situation and you're feeling your best, you're going to find you're evolving. You're a totally different person than you were yesterday. And if there's any blips or things that pop up in the relationship at this time period, you're going to find yourself being able to take the higher road and not only forgive, but it's not about forgiving and forgetting. It's like you're prepared to go, let's move on together. Let's talk about this. Where are you coming from? It's very loving kind of personality. But for single people, with second chances popping up, I mean, this isn't a Six of Cups type of situation, but I just get this feeling of somebody you already know. Like, this is for sure somebody you've kind of been dating around. They've popped in and out. Maybe this is like a friend or something. Maybe it messed up the first time and whatever. Definitely expect something special, considering people tend to come to us, is what I'm trying to say, at the perfect time. And maybe they were meant to come around and you're in the right place to forgive them and hear what they have to say. Just some food for thought, but let's look at more of the cards before we jump to conclusions. The Emperor upright, 10 of Wands in reverse. Oh, I'm feeling like Spirit's making me feel like super warm and cozy right now. I feel like very full of love. Okay, so this is really cool. Because you are this more evolved version of yourself that is gone through all the different spectrums and you are capable of forgiving, you kind of have this like higher sort of persona, like a higher self version that you're connected to and aligned with. And so when I talk about second chances, it looks like you're going to be having some discussions, maybe some difficult discussions, but in a really good way. You're willing to take on what would normally feel like a burden for other people. You're willing to hear them out. You're willing to be like, listen, I know this is difficult, but let's talk about this. This includes about when you get back together with this person. Because the main thing going on here that I love is that this is not anything to do with confrontation. This is about building the foundation for something in the long term. And because you are a higher version of yourself, you're like, listen, if we don't have good soil, then how are we going to plant anything? And you're like, listen, let's take it back to basics, no matter how long we've been dating or whatever history we have or how whatever you've done that's messed up, let's talk about this. Let's get it all sealed and ready and put in the right nutrients and have these discussions in a very just kind of like, we don't have to get emotional about this. Let's just talk about it. And so when you have those discussions, I can see that a lot of any sort of tension, anything that's been like rough in the relationship in the past really does get released. This is like a very bonding moment for the two of you. And this is where it gets really cool with the star card pointing up. This is just blankly a really positive, like hopeful card, but it shows that you guys were really meant to be together. There's a sort of destiny element. I wouldn't say karmic because this certain cards have to come into play and those aren't popping up, but this is for sure something where you were meant to be together. And you have, this is the important encounter you need to have to kind of set just like a beautiful path in front of you. So just really awesome and positive. And you seem like totally like, when I say in control of yourself. Which is really like, honestly, I'm getting mad inspiring vibes that your partner, the person that you're just kind of getting with or the current partner you have is just like in awe of. So you've got great vibes going on. Let's see, we've got Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Cups upright. And the Empress in reverse. Okay, so well, with Ace of Cups being here, when we were talking about you running into someone, well, if you're single, you are for sure getting with someone at this month. Like that person you're encountering or experiencing or you have experienced in the past, that is happening. That is going to become something. This is going to develop into some sort of relationship. But for couples, this would be more of a representation of like the rebirthing of your closeness, and expect a lot of like it feeling so loving and new and open, and it's like you're dating again and you're cuddling and how long has it been since, you know, X, Y, and Z and we're doing it. So it's just really positive either way. But these come as kind of, it looks like you're sort of new in your rebirth and good vibes, and you're kind of being, I don't want to say warned. That seems like a very intense negative word. This is just letting you know what could be. Like when I didn't ask for this, I just kind of like pulled the cards, but this popped up. So you're being told about two potential blockages that you just want to kind of be aware of that would stipend this wonderful flow going on. You want to be aware of perfectionism. And to me, this does not feel like perfectionism that you're demanding of the relationship and you're like expecting your partner to be absolutely perfect at all times. It's more like you don't need to read into every little thing, into yourself, into your partner, into how things go. Take a breath when things feel a little bumpy. If you don't learn to let things go, you're going to be so fixated on it, and it's not going to be fun for you. It's not going to be fun for the relationship as a whole. Just try the best you can if you feel like you're getting locked on to something, to pull back and be like, just tell your partner, be like, I need a second. And like I said, this isn't implying that your partner's doing anything wrong. Everything could be going great, and then maybe somebody like pisses you off during the time you're hanging out. Take a second, and maybe you're really fixated on like, oh, the day's ruined now, or I don't know, I'm over-exaggerating the situation, but take a second, breathe, relax, because that in itself is the groundwork that will keep your good vibes continuing. It's like you've kind of overcome this, but this seems to be a reoccurring problem, and this is going to help you push through and like build a long-term keeping it there. The Empress card in reverse here, this kind of is similar to the whole perfectionism thing. So this talks about when you encounter any sort of blockages, especially when it comes to your general flow, if you feel like a little off that day, maybe you're not feeling just so inspired, that type of thing, or you're not feeling particularly cuddly, whatever the vibe is, don't get fixated on it. Don't see it as a blockage. Don't think that it defines. Don't make a bigger deal out of it. It's just saying like these things can happen. It's fine, but just let it go, let it flow. Or, you know, take a second and be like, let's talk this out calmly. Let's figure this out. How can I be a more creative version of myself? How can we be more affectionate or something? Either way, it's a discussion of don't make mountains out of molehills. I'm not insinuating that you're doing that now. I'm not saying you're going to do it. It's just like keep an eye on the habits that can sneak in, and then you're like, whoa, I thought I was feeling so good. Why do I feel off? You know what I mean? But otherwise, really positive things to say about the relationship. Let me just see if any Oracle card has anything to say about the relationship going on. Wow, they are just really locked onto you. Okay, we get it. We get it, Tarot. Sometimes Tarot repeats a message so many times that you're like, I understand. I get it. Tell me something else. So, unexpected visitor in reverse is again talking about that concept that when things pop up, it's how you handle them. Do not resist unpleasant change because it's only as unpleasant as you can view it that way. It's not saying that's going to happen. Again, this is a mountain out of molehill type of situation. Or if something is being kept from you that you really wanted, it doesn't mean that it's sometimes being kept from you for a good reason. And that, again, this is asking you to kind of just chill out, go with the flow, be like, oh, okay, I didn't get it right now. Doesn't mean I can't get it in the future. Or maybe I do want something else. Or, you know what, maybe I don't have to see this as such a big deal and I can learn to become even stronger, even more powerful because everything just feels like a small speed bump rather than a mountain. You know what I mean? It just looks like Spirit, and I'm like, feeling it from Spirit really intensely. They just really care about you and they feel that you are an amazing catalyst for your love life right now. You're kind of like steering the wheel in the best possible way, benefiting yourself, benefiting everyone. And they just want to give you the awareness and tools of things to just how to handle it if they pop up so you can keep going. Because you already know what to do to get there, but sometimes there's things that can steer us off and it's super easy to just like push back past it and not, and keep flowing in the best way possible. So overall, really positive, great things going on for your current relationship or a person you're about to experience and enjoy together. I'm very excited for you. Woo, 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 woo. Either way, if you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed giving it, please leave a like, subscribe. It helps out like you would not believe. Either way, have a lovely day. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.